Hey, it's Josh again, lead pastor of Cornerstone Community Church, and just another Ministry Minute. We started a series back on December 31st of how to get the best ROI out of 2018. Again, ROI means return on investment. Pastor Benjamin Hoffman spoke this past week, and he delivered a message about what you want. What are you willing to give to God, or what are you willing to risk, really? Are you willing to give all into God, or are you going to hold something back from Him? And so he challenged you with that, and that's really the question. When you want to invest in something and you want to return, you cannot get a return unless you are willing to invest. And the bigger the risk, the greater the reward. And so when we're looking at getting a return from God on us spending time in His presence or us giving our lives to Him, how do we get the biggest investment back? And that's when we risk the most. I want to look at a story out of Matthew, and it's Matthew chapter 25. And it starts in verse 14, and it's the story of the talents. And it says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who had received 2 gained 2 more also. But he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He who also had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you were to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown or gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own with interest. So take the talent from him and give it to the one who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has more will be given, and he who has will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away." The story of the talents is an interesting story because the one that had 5 talents doubled the talents and wound up with 10. The one who had 2 talents, he doubled those and wound up with 4. But the one who had 1 talent lost it all because he did nothing with it. When you're wanting a return on your investment, you've got to be willing to put in so that you can get back. The catch is God wants all of us, and that's what those guys did. They invested all that they had from that master. Everything that we have from God needs to be invested back into God so that we can receive the rewards or the return on investment that He wants for us. God has given us so many things. He's given us finances and talents and gifts, and so our job to get the best ROI out of 2018 is to risk what He's given for His glory so that we can get the return that He has planned for us. I challenge you to go and do that. Risk big for God and watch Him give back to you in miraculous ways. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it, and God bless you.